What's up everyone, it's your boy Paleo here, and in this video we're going to be discussing the recent news release about the video game Jurassic Park Survival. So if you're a big Jurassic fan like me, this is the place you want to be, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you can stay tuned and alert for any new Jurassic news. Now, it was heavily rumored that we would see an update for Jurassic Park Survival on Summer Game Fest on the Game Awards or even Xbox's Summer Xbox Showcase, but neither of those were true, and we didn't get an update until recently on Tuesday, which came in the form of an article by IGN. If you want to read the full article yourself, I have the link down in the description, but to summarize it, basically Saber and Universal has given IGN an exclusive peek into the rendition of Isla Nublar, which includes new characters, new locations, new dinosaurs, and more. The game will take place one day after the events of the 1993 film. The action will follow engine scientist Maya Joshi, who has been left behind on Isla Nublar after the characters of the film departed. The rest of the article basically talks about how Maya Joshi is going to explore iconic pieces of Isla Nublar that we've seen in Jurassic Park, but also goes on to say that there's going to be locations that we haven't seen on screen yet that have always been a part of the franchise, but we just never got to see before. There was also a big focal point on the island being as much of a part of the story as the dinosaurs are, which I find interesting because that could mean that, there could be some really cool features about the island, not just exploring what can happen, maybe to your player, depending on the conditions or the terrain or what kind of dinosaurs are where. So that's going to be pretty cool. But we actually do have some screenshots and as well as concept art of some of the settings that the article was talking about, which we're gonna go see right now. Our first image here is of the bunker, which we didn't see in Jurassic Park, but actually in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So while it's cool that they're not just having locations that we've seen in Jurassic Park, we are getting locations that are still canon on Isla Nublar that we might have seen on screen somewhere else. So this bunker was where Claire and Franklin were when the Baryonyx came, when the lava was pouring in. But about the image itself, it is concept art, not gameplay or image of the game, so keep that in mind. It might not be in the game necessarily, but it's in concept art, so it's more likely that it is. In the second image, you can clearly see it's the rotating theater that we saw inside of the visitor center in Jurassic Park. You can see Mr. DNA even in the screen right there. Of course, those are the seats that Dr. Grant, Dr. Malcolm, Dr. Sattler, the lawyer, and Dr. Hammond were a part of sitting on. And then when they rotated, they went to where the Velociraptor's eggs hatch. So we're going to be probably seeing this location in the game, as this one is actually alpha in-game. I guess a screenshot. It is in concept art, so this is actually a part of the game, so that'll be cool to see. These next two screenshots here aren't necessarily about the locations, but more like the terrain and island itself, as well as the dinosaurs. So in this image here, you can see Rexy, of course. We're standing behind, I guess, some shrubs trying to hide from her. Maya Joshi, presumably. I don't think we're going to be able to play as other characters, so I think we're going to be fully in the perspective of Maya Joshi throughout this whole game. So keep that in mind. You see, you just see, Rexy as well as the environment. And then in the next image, we see 3 raptors as well, in front of a bunch of trees. We don't really know, we can't really pinpoint where any of these are. It's just, a bunch of foliage. But as far as the dinosaurs themselves, they look pretty cool. I do hope that we get an explanation how there's more raptors, because in Jurassic Park at the end, I'm pretty sure there was only 1 or 2 raptors alive. And we already see 3 here. I mean, I suppose, they could have had more eggs, but it's whatever. But the final image here is concept art of what I just absolutely love and what I really want from this whole game in general, which is this tone of this grittiness, this darkness, and the need of survival. As you can see, Maya Joshi is escaping from 2 raptors on a paddle boat, it seems like, down the river as they're trying to go chase her. And this is exactly what I've been wanting from an IP such as Jurassic Park, to make a video game exactly based on an image like this. This picture here looks like it could be an illustration of one of the scenes from Michael Crichton's original Jurassic Park novel. That was the last image, and other than everything that I just said, there isn't really too much I want to say about the images themselves. I think they're great, and I think the game is going amazingly so far with this whole process. However, there are a few things I still want to talk about that were said in the article before I end the video, so let's go ahead. The article made it a point that Maya Joshi isn't the only new character to the franchise in this game, that there's going to be several other new characters. I think it'll be interesting to see if there's going to be other characters onto the island, because as far as we know, everyone was supposed to evacuate the island after they went to Jurassic Park. Obviously, Maya Joshi changes that, but maybe if there's other characters on the island, we'll find out, or maybe we're just going to get introduced to them by like their profile, like what the work they've done on the island, which Maya Joshi will later explore and realize. There will also be new dinosaurs in the game that we haven't seen from the franchise before, and the article refers to these dinosaurs as special dinosaurs, and there were questions about them, but we haven't gotten those questions revealed or answered yet. There was only an unencrypted reply, which was life finds a way, of course. However, we do know that there is a full list of the canon dinosaurs that were on Jurassic Park during the time in 1993, even the ones that we didn't see on screen, which included Stegosaurus, Baryonyx, Protoceratops, and a few others. I don't remember all of them on the top of my head, but I know like those specifically as well as a few others. So whether if they're going to stick true to that list, or maybe they're going to introduce new dinosaurs that were kept secret and we didn't know about that, and that's the reason why we haven't heard of them before. Either way, I'm excited to see. I don't think they're gonna be hybrid dinosaurs. I don't know, maybe that's what I thought at first when they referred to them as secret, or not secret, but special dinosaurs. I was like, well, what if we get like hybrids, like they were secretly working on them in 1993? But I don't think so. I think they're just gonna be like new species, like I've mentioned before. However, with all of this good news, there has to be some bad news. Unfortunately, it seems like the game, while not officially stated, will be delayed until 2026. Now I know that seems like a long time, and it seems pretty crazy considering that the game got announced on late 2023, and for me, I thought the game was going to come out late 2024, which seemed realistic at the time. Now it kind of seems pretty crazy, but all I have to say is that we shouldn't rush this game. There's been many attempts to make this game before, and the reasons why the game hasn't came out is because of multiple issues on development of the game. So we can't let this happen again. Obviously there's been so many other games that were trying to be made, they didn't get made, so we need to make sure that this game actually does get released and that it's at its highest quality form, at its peak, so you can just get a good, flawless game that we've all wanted and all deserve. So I know it's a while, guys, but hey, you can watch me in the meantime. There's a bunch of great things that the article goes on to talk about that I haven't talked about in this video, so I do really recommend that you go read the article yourself. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna leave it off here. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, put notifications on, and go ahead and follow me on TikTok as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.